Well, welcome back to the channel, folks. I'd like to take a minute to thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel. Basically, what turned out to be just a channel for video for family members and friends to be able to see the progress that we're doing, building an entire homestead from scratch, has actually turned into something that a lot of YouTubers, people who watch YouTube, decided they enjoy watching, and so for that, I thank you. You know, um, it wasn't meant to ever turn into anything to retire off of. It was basically just to show that you can build an entire homestead by just putting in a little sweat equity, and if you're willing to do the hard work, then it'll work out. I mean, even if you don't know what you're doing, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea how to build a pole barn. But even if I can save 10 grand, okay, great. I did it myself. I built it with my own two hands. But at least I didn't pay somebody to do it. And that's not how I was raised. That's not how I grew up. It's, if something's broke, figure it out and fix it. You know, you don't pay nobody to do nothing for you, and that's how you get ahead. And even if you have to pay somebody to do just a little bit of work for you, like the concrete work, um, it's still worth the savings in the long run. So I encourage anybody and everybody, at least give it a try. What's it gonna hurt? Everything that can be put up can be tore down and redone. So you're really not out anything except just your time. And if you have a few extra hours in the daytime, do something, build something. We're building an entire homestead from scratch. We started from raw land. This channel is all about homesteading and trying to get ahead and alleviate a lot of the pressures and stress and the money that you have to spend to live everyday life. So we do a lot of DIY stuff. The office that I built for Shannon, the little cabin, if somebody was to do that, it'd probably cost you 15 grand. I did it for 6. The greenhouse. She always wanted a greenhouse. I had some spare windows that I got for free. No brainer. The pole barn. We're gonna get it. It may not be the prettiest thing, and it might turn out to be the prettiest thing I've ever built. But we're gonna give it a try. Those bags of concrete that got wet. In the last video, there was a comment saying, don't waste the concrete. I didn't waste it. We took those bags, we mixed up some fresh bags, and we put in the bottom of the holes, and we opened up those bags that got moisture drawn, and we kind of crumbled it up and, whoops, right in the hole. So nothing went to waste. I don't waste anything. We're going to do what we have to do to keep this thing under budget. I want to meet the goal of $5,000. And if I can make that, great. Even if it's 10,000, it's still saving 17,000 plus. Because the quote that I got was 27,000 for a pole barn with concrete, and it was only a 30 by 30. So I've added an extra 15 feet. So I would probably say, let's say it's 32 or 35,000. So, but we're gonna see what we can do with this. Today's goal is to go ahead and do a little bit of site preparation for this weekend. I'm going to take all the bracing down. I'm going to go ahead and measure from pole to pole. I'm going to go ahead and mark out for my poles. That's pretty simple. Just measure from pole to pole, divide it by 3, make you a mark. And then I got a 12-inch bucket. I want to make sure I got 4 inches on either side of that, both ways. So we're going to mark all that stuff out, take the bracing down. We're going to run some strings about 2 feet up and then about the 10-foot mark, so I can lean the pole right up to the strings. And then all I have to do is a bracing coming down and some horizontal bracing. So that's what we're going to do today. There's not going to be a whole lot going on, but I figured I'd shoot everything, you know, every little thing that comes up and what has to be done to keep moving forward. I'm not going to have my buddy come over here and help me tear this down. I'm more than capable. I have a couple of hours this evening, and we're just going to go ahead and knock it out. So I'll put you guys on a time lapse. Let's get it. So we got our strings, one up there, one down there, so it's on the pole up there at the top. I'm gonna have to fix that. It took me a second. I was standing here, I was like, man, I think I was gonna do 3 poles, and screwed up my measurement. So you take the inside dimension, it's 20 foot, 28 foot 6, you know, divide by 12, you know, add your 6 inches because you need 28 feet broke down into inches, divide that by 4, it gave you like 85.5, and then times 12 gave you like 7 foot 1 and some change or something like that. So inside to the pole, still got my 7 foot 1. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add a foot to each side of that, or 16 inches, and then that side will be ready. And then I got to do the same thing over here to this side. So we will get.
Knowing I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't.
All I'm gonna do today for the site preparation, we took all the bracing down, and I went ahead and ran string lines up at the top, a couple feet off the ground and up around the 10-foot mark or so. Went ahead and measured inside to inside on the poles. It was like 28 foot 6 inches. Divide that by 4, that gives you the location of your 3 posts. And then I just added whatever the width of the bucket was plus 8 inches to go around, so I have plenty of room for concrete. And that's going to be it for the site preparation until this weekend. This weekend our goal is to set 3 poles there, 3 over here, go ahead and do all the concrete, get those things leveled up. The following weekend I'll come back out here and I'll lay out for the poles across the back and the front, and we'll probably try to set all of those at once as well. Once all of the poles are up, we'll take all this barn material that I have. It's a rough cut 2x6s, and we'll start doing it every 3 feet all the way around, all the way up to the top of ours, our height. Then we'll cut all the poles off at one time. So we'll use a chainsaw for that. But that's going to be it, folks. And like I said earlier, I do appreciate all the new subscribers that are coming to the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I think it was like 98% of all the people who watch the videos aren't subscribed. So if you aren't, please do so, and I appreciate it. Thank you. And we'll see y'all on the next one.